Today is the 18th of July. Didn't think I was going to record today, but I got up enough energy, I think I can. I had my appointment today to remove my drains and get the little dumplings off of my nipples, and they went ahead and cut the stitches and stuff. And now I'm in my vest and have my gauze over my little sticky tape gauze stuff they have you put over your nipples for the next 15 days. I have to wear this vest for 5 weeks, and then I am all good to go. I took a little footage of them like removing some of the strappings from before and the gauze and stuff, but not them taking out the drains. Everyone warned me that the drains were going to like hurt, and I mean it pinched a little, but it was not like super painful. It was more like a sounding feeling. I don't know how to express that, but how that sounds is how it felt coming out. But it wasn't actually painful, it was more just sort of a little foreign. Anyway, this vest that I'm wearing, it is kind of like a more tight binder than a binder is. Neither one of my binders is as tight as this, but it unvelcros up at the top, and then it like unzips right here, and then velcros as well right here across the middle of my chest. All of my healing, my stitches looked good, my draining is good. The holes for the drains are on the sides, but they heal up in like a couple of days. Before, on the day of my surgery, I had really quite a sore throat, and that's gone away completely. And I've been mostly tired. I did not have to take the narcotic. I took half of one when we first, were back home and stuff and everything. And then I didn't even take anything of it, period, after that. I've just been on Tylenol and ibuprofen staggered from each other. And I ate some protein shakes again that were mixed with like fruit and spinach and stuff, but I ate a couple of protein bars, some cottage cheese, ate some cheesy scrambled eggs, ate some chickpea Cheetos. I'm not sure what really to call them, but that's literally what they are. I've been trying to eat things with lots of protein in them, so that I'll heal better and more effectively and everything. And I've been sleeping a lot and watching a lot of just shows when I'm awake that are pretty mindless that I can fall asleep to, and it's not a big deal. That's about it. I've been trying to hold still and stuff. I was really worried that I had like pulled stitches enough to stretch my scars or something, but apparently I have not, so that's really good. All of my scars are still nice, and well, they're not really, you can't call them quite a scar yet, but where it's healing is all still a nice thin line. My chest looks honestly really good. They took and just hacked the whole thing off, which is a bad word to describe it. Hacked is probably not the word my surgeon would prefer me to use. Um, but basically, I don't have some of the normal stuff that comes with having breasts. So it was not really any concern at all. He did a really good job, and quite frankly, like, some people were like, oh, well, won't it sink in too much or whatever, or have like a scooped out feeling or whatever, but he didn't scoop anything out. And quite frankly, it's great. Like it's completely flat and smooth and everything without any raisedness to it, but it's also not like sunken in or sunken shallow or concave or however you want to say that. It's not like that at all. Um, Usually they when they do a double incision, they do actually pull a lot of fat and stuff out and then, sew everything down. And mine was literally just chop everything off and pull the skin together from both top and bottom into a more central scar. Um, it looks good to me. uh, I don't have, I didn't have, like milk ducts or things of that nature. Like I didn't have that period. Um, and it's really strange. I had basically no sensation in my chest, like always, my entire life. And I actually feel like soreness in the muscles underneath of my chest. And so it's weird because I'm not used to having any sensation on my chest. And it's almost like I have more now than I did before, which is just strange to say. But yeah, um, it looks good. It looks like it's mending well. It's healing well. I got my drains out 5 days after my surgery, and they were draining really well. They wanted them to have 30 or less units per, and I was way under that, so they were happy with that. It was like a pretty painless process. Um, just cutting off some stitches and then pulling out the drains and then sticking a little gauze over it and putting on the vest. Like they seemed surprised that I hadn't needed more painkiller or that I hadn't had any like nausea or needed like stool softeners or anything like that, but I just have not needed that. So, cool. Today is technically an anniversary of me taking testosterone. So, I always try to record on the 18th or close to the 18th. Um, Yay me. Happy anniversary me. Um, I haven't really had a lot of physical changes in quite a while. I think the most recent one was that my hairs down here were getting a little darker, but I've been cutting them shorter so that they're not as visible again because my girlfriend feels like it's unkempt. She doesn't she doesn't like the look of it if I let that grow out as full as like this is, so I haven't been doing that. Um so far we've been just sponge bathing and stuff, but now that I have the vest, I can do like a shower, but the shower has to only run on my back. And then, everything get washed with only the water hitting my back. It can't hit my chest, but it's still going to be so nice to take an actual shower. I feel really greasy. And, 5 days without having like a real bathing experience and instead just sponge bathing is not ideal. The sponge bathing has been every single day though, so I shouldn't be actually as filthy as I feel like I must be, but yeah. I've been trying to not move very much and stuff. It's really strange to not like be lifting my arms to do stuff and to like start to shrug and then realize I'm starting to shrug and stop myself or stuff like that. Like it's really unfamiliar feeling to like be so conscientious of myself, partially because I have spent a lot of my life not being aware of my body like at all, and also partially because I have a lot of fidgety habits. Like I move a lot in like little teeny ways. um I don't really sit still a lot. Anyway, um we've been surviving and everything so far, getting through it, and I'm healing, and yeah, that's about it. Anyway, um, that's what I had energy to record, so I guess that's what I had to say. But yeah, I'm healing, and top surgery went really well as far as anyone can tell, which is great.